One and all present here. Myself N. Kalpana. I am from Sri G.K. Jain Higher Secondary School, Royapuram. Today for the 12th standard I am going to explain the topic is transition and the inner transition element. In last videos we saw about the transition elements. The transition elements means D block elements. The position of the D block elements, oxidation state of the D block elements, magnetic property, catalytic, as well as we saw about the preparation of potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate. Today we are going to see about the inner transition element. So inner transition element, by simply if you are saying, means it is the F block element. So today we are going to see about the F block element. Usually in the periodic table, in the left side at the corner the S block elements will be there, and the other side the P block elements will be there. In between the S block and the P block, the D block elements will be there. So those D block will be called it as a inner transition elements. We have get it the element from the D block, that is why it will be called it as a inner transition elements. Let you see, this is the way of arranging the arranging the atom. So first at the center the nucleus will be there. At the center the nucleus will be there. In the first outermost shell will be the nth shell, and before the nth shell it should be n minus 1. It is called as a penultimate shell, and before it should be called it as a n minus 1. So n before the two shells of before in the nth shell will be the F shells. So it is a n minus 2. It is the anti-penultimate shells. Okay, usually it will be having the n minus 2. F shells have been placed in the n minus 2 shells. Okay. And now in the F block elements, it has been present at the it is down to the periodic table. Separately will be having a 2 periods. So in a periodic table we know that it will be having a 7 periods are there. Okay, so in the 7 periods it has been present at the outermost, in the lower end of the period. It has been separately, it will be there, but it has been elements, it has been the continuity of D block elements. That is why it is called as an inner transition element. In the first shell it will be having, in the first periods it will be having a 14 element, and the second period it will be having a 14 element. Totally in the F block element we will be having the 2 periods are there. Okay, so it will be totally, it will be having 28 elements are there. So in the F block element along with that it will be having 28 elements are present in the F block elements. Usually why it is called as, otherwise it is will be, why it is called as an inner transition means because it is present in the inner core of the atom. That is also it will be called it as a inner transition element. Let's see position of the periodic table. So in the periodic table I told that it is present in the below of the periods, D block it will be present in it. So it started from 58 to 71, tritium to lutetium, and it will be called it as lanthanides. Why it is called as a lanthanides? Because now it is called as a lanthanoids. Okay, before itself it will be called it as a lanthanides. So usually ANIDS, it is been representing the negative ion. So that is why we have been, now it is called it as a lanthanoids. Okay, so why it is called it as a lanthanoids means, so the position means it is started from 58 to 71. Before, if you are seeing the 57th element, it is the lanthanum element. So after following the lanthanum, it is called it as a lanthanoid. The same way in the second is also lanthanoid series. So it is started from thorium to lawrencium 90 to 103. So it's before 89 element, the 89th elements will be actinum elements. So the following of 89 actinum elements, it will be called it as a actinoids elements. So this is the position of the periodic table. And next one, let's go with the electronic configuration. The general electronic configuration is, this is n minus 2 F, so usually 14, 1 to 14, and then the D n minus 1, D 0 to 1, and n S2. So this is the general configuration. When we are going with the lanthanoid series, it will be having a 6th period. So in the 6th period means n equal to 6. So when you have substituted, the general configuration for the lanthanoids is 4f because n minus 2, so 4f 1 to 14, then n minus 1 5d0 to 1, then n 6s2. So this is the general configuration for lanthanoids. And next we have got with the actinoids. Actinoids, it is 7th period. So obviously 7 minus 2, 5f 1 to 14 electrons, 14, and next one n minus 1, that means 7 minus 1 6, d0 to 1 7. So n is where n equal to 7, n 7s2. So this is the general configuration for the actinoids. So n minus 2, n minus 1 and ns2, this is the overall configuration, general configuration for the F block elements. Whenever you have got specifically with the lanthanoids and the actinoids, it has been specific with the group periods number, substituting where n equal to 6 and n equal to 7. Okay. And next one we have got with the oxidation state. So the general oxidation state for this, I told that in the D block elements also it is not, some common oxidation state is also be there, but in addition it will be having show some variable oxidation state is also there. The same way in the F block elements also some other variable oxidation state is there. Let's see the common oxidation state. Here +3 for both the lanthanoids and the actinoids, +3 will be the common oxidation state. Other than that, for the lanthanoids, +2 and +4. So starting from +2 and up to +4, this is the oxidation state of lanthanoids. And starting from +2 to +7, that means +2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are all the oxidation state for actinoids. Okay. So the generally it will be having a +3 only, the common oxidation state. Other than that, it shows some variable oxidation state also. And next one, let's see the atomic radius. Atomic radius, we already learned about that. Radius is the distance between the center of the nucleus and the outermost shell. That means the valence shell. When the D block element, if you are showing the atomic radius, first it should be started gradually decrease. At one stage it should be increase. Again it should be decrease. It shows some deviation in the D block element. But in the F block elements, from left to right, it is gradually, it has been. So started from cesium, it is gradually decreased. There is no any other deviation in that. So only the gradual decrease will be there. And also it will be because of the gradual decrease, because it will be forming the lanthanide contraction. It is an important term, lanthanide contraction. Why the lanthanide contraction have been formed? Because of the when you seeing the lanthanide atom atomic structure, it will be having the poor shielding effect. It is not having shielding effect, means layer, it will be formed as a shielding effect between the valence shell as well as the nucleus. So in the F block element, the shielding effect become very weak in nature. So that is why it will be called it as a poor shielding effect. So due to the poor shielding effect, the lanthanides have been contracted. So it should be called it as a lanthanide contraction. So due to this lanthanide contraction, the atomic size will be gradually, it has been decreasing. Okay. So in D block elements also gradually decrease, but it shows some deviation in that, some increasing, and afterwards it should be decreased. But in the F block elements, due to the lanthanide contraction, it is an important term. Because of the poor shielding, lanthanide contraction will be formed. Because of the lanthanide contraction, it shows the gradual decrease in the atomic radius. And next one, consequence. Let's see the consequence. What for the consequence? Because of the lanthanide contraction, what are all the basicity, what are all the consequence we have seen? We have two things will be there. One is the basicity, other one is the similarity. Why the basicity and the similarities are there? Because of the lanthanide contraction. First we have seen with the cesium, Ce, the general oxidation state is 3+. Ce 3+, 2 Lu 3+. When you go it with the basicity, CeOH3, LuOH3. So in the cesium, it is easy to remove the basic ions. That means OH, it has been easily removed. But in the lutetium, because of the contraction, whenever this from cesium to lutetium, the sizes have been decreased. Due to the lanthanide contraction, it is very difficult to remove the basic ions. So because of the size decrease and because of the covalent bond also increase. Whenever the size have been decreased, automatically the covalent character will be increased. So that is why the basicity will be differ in that. Okay. And next one, so from the left to right, the basicity will be decreased and the covalent characters have been increased. Because of the less in the size, the covalent character have been increased. And next one, similarities. So due to the lanthanide contraction, it will be having a 10 picometer to 20 picometer. That means very small in the size difference. When you see in the 3D, 4D and 5D series, 3D and the 4D series, it will be having a titanium to zirconium. There is a lot of size difference. The size difference is large. Whenever you have go it with the zirconium with the hafnium, the size difference will be small because it is go it with the F block elements. So because of the zirconium and the hafnium, the size difference is small because it is in it will be in the F block D block elements. Though it will be in a D block element, those character it has been similar with the F blocks elements. Okay, that is why the size difference is also be very small because of the lanthanide contraction. So in this video we saw about the inner transitions elements. So 28 elements are there present in that. Oxide position will be actinides and the lanthanides will be formed, and the configuration N-2 and N-1D NS1 NS2 N-2 F elements 1 to 14, N-1 D0 to 1 NS2 will be there, and the oxidation state +3, and the atomic radius decrease because of the lanthanide contraction. So consequence, basicity and the similarities. So these are all the important questions in that. Lanthanide contraction and the consequences of the lanthanide contraction is a very important in this chapter. For more educational videos, please subscribe our GK Jain School YouTube channels. Thank you.